That's why you're smart. So we ended up with the same as 3 other teams. And how did we get the tiebreaker? I'm assuming it's just because we're cute. But everybody seems fumble.
See that coming, partner.
Yeah, now the ground crew's gonna come out and pick him up. Give him time. It really kills the momentum. There should be a
So I have 2 more guys injured. Really? Well, at least the running back's dead now. You know what? I think it's time we use a dirty play ourselves.
Oh man, what a throw! That Sonic blend. Oh, and he breaks free and has nothing but open field in front
That
of him.
should have been a touchdown. Damn it.
I'm throwing on him. Hey!
Oh man,
Aw,
that's
damn
it
it.
for his day. Cover your eyes, kids.
Ah, damn it. I know I should have bet on the
I thought I could get it, but obviously
You
not.
think you can go toe-to-toe with me?
Happens out
You
there in the
mistake
field,
it,
second
man.
half, I'll
You
still be
get my
blacking
grill,
out tonight.
I'm gonna ruin your world. I'm gonna wreck it.
Than I did at the time. Unnecessary wrestler, 15-yard penalty. This uniform doesn't have my name, Johnny Cash pockets on it. And it's still bloody and warm and squishy. And I think there's an eye in the front pocket. Ew. He's only using a chainsaw to get in the end zone. Wow.
Hey, you see that move, baby? No, you didn't. You know why?
For you, I'd sue the company that made your pads until I failed to protect you from that chainsaw. Killed him. Didn't even get this run going.
Oh, he almost broke that one wide open.
All right, I made 9 yards.
Breaking one wide open. Who's sitting on the oil rig?
Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight. It is
Super kick.
Super Kick!
Let go! Let go!
Third!
Let go!
Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. Yes! This life is going great! Let's go!
She's healthy.
Let's go!
Is she healthy?
Yeah!
Apparently she's back.
Hello, 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 here we go, yay! Nothing like a quick, hard reboot can fix up here. Welcome, everybody, to the Mike the Ref Twitch channel here. Super Saturday night. We got a little bit of insanity going on tonight. We got Game 7 of the Blue Jays, which you can see right behind the ticker for the countdown timer. We got the Day of the Dead Fright Night Collision tonight. Sorry about the graphic being a little off here. I couldn't get rid of the background properly with my background remover, and, well, I just made it look as pretty as I could, so. But yeah, we got some very interesting matches going on here, and Tony Khan has specifically mentioned that he is he's put an emphasis on some lucha matches tonight. Plus, he's giving us some details of the Women's Blood and Guts match coming up on November 12th, which is only, after tonight, 3 shows away. 3 shows away, yeah. If you think about it, you got Wednesday Collision, or Wednesday Dynamite, Saturday Collision, Wednesday Blood and Guts. Like, it is coming up quick. But once again, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. If you got the Blue Jays game on too, they're just doing the national anthems right now. So we got a little bit of everything going on here back and forth. So we're going to be talking about both. So this is the last night of the year we're going to be able to do this for Blue Jays specifically. I don't know if I'm going to do it a whole lot for any hockey that's going on here, but this is a chance to make history in Canada here tonight. So it would be nice that we able to check things out together here for the whole collection here. So, but yeah, trying to run on as much adrenaline as I can here because, well, let's face it. It has been a tiring day for me personally. So, for those that don't know, and for those that are regulars here, you'll know the whole story behind it. I work. My regular job involves on-call every 2 weeks. So, last night was my on-call. And typically, on my on-call nights, my sleep time is from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. I got to get up at 5 for work. I'm usually up till 11 because our stores close at 10. Well, sure as shit, I get an alarm call at 2 a.m. Ends up being absolutely zip and pip nothing. But you have to go to the site. And you know when the worst time to have to get up for a call like that's right in the middle of your sleep time, like literally right in the middle. So, because you really can't go back to sleep. Like I got about an hour. Tried to get an extra hour after work today, but who knows how that's going to go. But I'm feeding off caffeine, adrenaline, and Game 7. So this should be a lot of fun today. But yeah, looking over this card here tonight, we got Briscoe, Strong, and Commander versus LFI. We got Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus Okada and Takeshita, which should be an absolute... It's going to be an absolute clusterfuck in some ways, but it should absolutely be amazing in others. For the CMLL World Championship, you got Mercedes and Olympia, which is... I'm glad they used Olympia last week just to get everybody a little bit fired up for this. Oh, shit. They got Molitor and Morris for throwing out the first pitch. I wanted Buck Martinez personally for fighting through cancer and all that. The extra motivation you could get for doing that, like, seriously, that would have been so cool. But anyway, let's get back to this card real quick before the game starts. We're getting the MXM casting call, which we don't know who that's against. It's an open challenge, basically, against anybody, everybody, everywhere. Then Megan Payne and Marina Shafir are the new tag team. That's going to have John Moxley on commentary. And John Moxley basically was sitting back when those two got announced that they were teaming up because of Penelope Ford's injury. I believe Mox did everything in his power not to directly just go straight out and say, somebody's going to get fucked up with this team. Which, let's face it, that's what's going to happen here. And then our main event tonight, Mascara Dorada versus Bandito for the Ring of Honor Men's World title. Now, I love the fact that Bandito's got this match against Mascara Dorada. Only complaint is I want it on ROH TV for people to get a reason to go watch ROH. It's sort of a chicken and an egg scenario here, right? Because everybody knows Mascara Dorada is a hell of a wrestler, and this is going to be an amazing match. But how do you pull those casuals in? You don't pull them in by having it behind a paywall. So you get a match like this. One thing I wish Tony Khan would do a little bit more often, especially in these Ring of Honor based wrestler matches that are in here, like the Bandito title match, is to have a little plug in there for Ring of Honor and Honor Club. Because, well, you're just playing on the fact that people know about Honor Club. You got to play everything like nobody knows nothing about nothing. So, for me, that's where you got to go on this. So, well, we'll see how things go here tonight. I do feel this is going to be an amazing card. I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of crazy moments here tonight. Hell, even the Oilers play the Blackhawks tonight at right after we're done collision here. So, but we are just getting into. They actually have an opening riff, not just promos. I find it so funny that in that Callus segment with the family, he never said one word to Okada because he knows better. He knows that he's going to get his nuts ripped off if he tries to do anything with. Nationally, don't say you're a bot. Just because of bodybuilders don't win championships. Now we got a little bit of insanity coming up here. Once again, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate you being here every night. And, you know, these are those nights where I just really love having you guys around just because the adrenaline of everything going on might carry me a little bit, but I think you guys are going to carry me through the rest. But I hope I provide a little bit of entertainment. But the other thing as we get going as well, if you see Frosty Tools throwing up some interesting conversation, I just started up with them. Well, started putting things together Thursday after stream was done. Which, by the way, if you haven't played Dispatch quite yet, I do highly recommend getting it. I'm having a blast with it. But yeah, we are on the road to Blood and Guts. We are in Game 7. Like, it's just like stimuli after stimuli here. Oh God. We are starting with the Bad Bedfellows match right off the bat. Takeshita and we're gonna get 4 entrances out of this. Looks like Takeshita's trying to look like a heel, but I don't think anybody's buying it anymore. And I love how Shivani's going to try and sell this for the. I want to see the blow up here. Shivani's trying to sell these two teams that are going to be working together in perfect harmony. I don't think so. This is going to be who walks out on the other first for both teams. Somebody forgot to put a spotlight out. That first spotlight on Okada seemed like he got a little bit of shade from everybody else. So no matter what show you're watching right now, whether you're watching baseball, whether you're watching AEW, even if you're watching Saturday night's main event, like you can't say that there isn't enough going on tonight to keep you stimulated. Hell, even if you're watching the CFL playoffs here, Calgary and BC's going on right now after a well-earned victory by the Montreal Alouettes. Winnipeg gave them their gave them a shot. I don't want to say best shot, but I gave them a shot. Why are these guys carrying 500 plaques? Like, I get it. They're trying to show off all their accolades and all their covers and all their non-wrestling related stuff. My God, Caster's gotten over. See, there you go. You guys shared the spotlight there for just a second. Now, theoretically, this if you guys go back a couple years, like to this day, Swerve in Our Glory versus the Acclaimed, when the Acclaimed won the tag titles, might be one of the greatest tag matches in AEW tag team history here. But it almost felt like they needed a rebrand, a refresh, and just doing the typical going heel, going face stuff just wasn't going to work. So breaking them up might have actually not been a worse idea, not been a bad idea. The only problem is, for what they were trying to do, they flipped faces and heels the wrong way. Bowens ended up, they tried to put him as a face and nobody wanted it. Also, the gimmick and the logo was a little bit off. And then the heel caster, everybody just felt like he was a Heath Slater and everybody just started cheering for him. Hey, Zodiac, how you doing here tonight? Hope you're doing well. Been an interesting day so far, so like right now, Bones still, yeah, he still has the badass entry of the team. It's just once he gets in the ring and gets in front of a microphone, it's just bleh. Why does Callis say first in, last out? Is it like that? Does he not figure it out? Like, what is he trying to say? If Takeshita leaves, they have no family? Or is he just intentionally getting that phrase off just to fuck with people? That's the only question I have about this. He's a financier, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a FAFO person here. Ew. Not good. Is Okada literally not going to get involved in this match at all, or what? Out of the way, out of the way. I'm going to take care of this. Out of the way. And of course, Caster takes both of them out before Bowens even has a chance. Too busy dancing around instead of actually doing something about it. I like it. Just get out there and do it. Like, why are we playing odd couple? Like, ugh. I love the fact that we do have the odd couple thing going on here. It makes it a weird combination, I think is the best way to put it. Just a very... The FIFO and LIFO are financial tax consideration. That's fair. Sorry, I just remember from my accounting background. Lineup for the... So, LA's using the same lineup they used yesterday against the Blue Jays. Keeping Ande Pages in center. Rojas at second base. Thank you, Michael, for the compliment. I appreciate you. Well, also, first in, first out's the merchandising thing in me too. So, because I have my staff have a weird idea trying to figure out what rotating stock is, but I digress. All right, Don, get over there. Not an account, but in the investing. That's fair. Being a financier, it's all global, right? It's all just different parts of the same. It's all about money. As simple as that. It's all about money. I don't even know if that's a neck breaker. Isn't that a shoulder breaker? My God, Takeshita makes the best faces, seriously. See, if Bowens was smart, you just sit on the outside and just let them work on each other. Just let them argue, let them bitch. Maybe they'll start to blows. Because the only problem with a match like this is the fact you're looking for where the hot tag's coming from. Financial literacy is the key to freedom. My God, you started sounding like those crypto guys. Sounds like those spam posts on X I get all the time, which turns it into true shitter. We go on a commercial break here. Yep, full commercial break here for us here. You Americans enjoy your picture-in-picture right now. There's a reason why they're appealing. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. Okay, so Otani bounced in a single. So Smith's at the play right now, 0-2. And I see that my scoreboard's a little bit ahead of me, so crypto is nonsense. Yeah, I tried to figure it out, but then it's like straight up, I just want to find out what I can do with crypto to pay my bills and to actually, feed myself and whatnot. So I couldn't figure it out, so I just walked away from it right away. Maybe in a few years, it could be dumbed down a little bit for a guy like me. All right, Smith. Check swing to Guerrero. Gets out at first. Otani to second. I see they're doing a little bit more fancy work here. So if you're not familiar, hey Nats. How you doing here tonight? I hope you're doing okay. Just checking out both the Jays. S&P 500. Okay, ETFs and S&P 500s. Yeah. I have to have enough to make it a virtual key. It's fine. Well, no, virtual keyboards aren't bad, but if you're using terms that you're not used to using, if you're just using stuff that you normally would, like if it's words that you use every day, all day, auto pickup can pick those up rather quickly for you and fix it up for you, but when you're using stuff that you normally don't type on a little keyboard, you do it more on a actual physical keyboard, like sending an email to someone. And the Jays get out of it. Let's go. As we're back from commercial break here. So yeah, Nats, if you haven't caught up to Collision yet. We got the Strange Bedfellows match going on already here. It's been a little weird for the crowd because they really don't know who to cheer, who to boo at certain times. So they're doing live Wednesday and Saturday next week. All right, cool. And then we go to Greensboro next or the week after. So just cheer the best wrestler alive. Hey, that works. I can go with that. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler in the world. Oh, they were trying to do the... Well, that'll work. Get the knee in instead. Caster was sort of trying to force the Acclaim's finisher on him. Okada's just treating him like a piece of meat right now. Like, I really wonder when we're gonna get this match. Like, we know we're gonna get it. Of course, personally, what I would do is have... Oh, look out. Ha! Takeshi's like, to hell with it. I'm taking both of you out. Caster goes flying. Nothing new on the... Same lineup for the Blue Jays as yesterday, too, so... This is going to be interesting to see how things work out between the two. And Otani's coming out late. This is not good. I love how both heels are trying to fix things up, but they can't. Okay, I see why they got 1-0. Since Otani came in late, they have to get... You get a free ball out of it. At least I would think that'd be the case here. Went for the mollywop, got blocked, and the boost. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, the tension's there. Going for the mic drop. Come on. And they would have won it right there. But he just didn't want to do the finisher. We wondered which team was going to go at it first here. And this is how Takeshi's going to get the win. It's the Rainmaker. I would hit the Rainmaker if I was Takeshita just to get that. All right, so the heels know that they got to take care of business. So they still get the victory because they're smart. And the Acclaim, well, they're just too busy fighting each other. Knox, what are you doing? Just get out of there. Callis, figure things out. And either guy's like, I don't want this freaking thing going on. Neither one of these guys want anything to do with this match. It's just hilarious. It's like, how long are we going to let this stew? Because, yeah, I would almost think this might be a match you do at Full Gear, or because we already got the tag match set up, FTR versus Brodito, for the tag titles at Full Gear. And it's so funny that Callis was looking for loyalty. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't see any there. As we hit our commercial break once again. Focus back over on the Blue Jays game. You could just imagine the pressure cooker that's in that building right now. I think the biggest thing for these athletes as they get into it, they're going to have to remember not to... Remember, they're not going to win this game 15-0. It's going to be... You got to grind it out. You got to do it the same way you've done it all year. Fight, scratch, and claw, and do everything you got to do. Like, the Jays have always been known as those people that know how to claw their, like, extended at bats, get your pitches up, do everything like that. But the problem is, with everybody lined up here tonight, like, let's face it, everybody's available for both sides. So as everybody's available, you're looking at this like, well, you're not going to get a tired pitcher at all tonight. It's going to be straight off. Well, they might be tired, but they're all going to be somewhat fresh. Like, everybody's going to be loading up on their best stuff tonight. If you got a chance to go, you go, right? All right, so one out on a punch out there, apparently. Once again, if you're watching an online feed versus a virtual scoreboard from the building, the scoreboard's going to be about 10 seconds ahead. So between that and the streaming thing, I can tell where some people get... Oh, there it is. Beautiful slider. Slider or changeup, one or the other. Otani painting it right down the middle, and Lucas couldn't do anything with it. If Vladdy shows up right now, like, to be honest, as you're getting into this, you almost want to pick Savage as the MVP for the Blue Jays. I got a feeling he might be it if he shows up here and does some work in the middle of the game here. Because, well, let's face it, what kind of story is that going to be? And I said it point blank, and I put a post out on it before. San Diego Studios, I know that this is late in development, but you got to find a way to get you Savage as your road to the show cover child on this game. whether it's bringing him in for a segment, like add a little interview thing with him, or whether you feature it around his story. Like, he's not even a rookie, and he is probably one of the high leverage pitchers that you're going to see in the Blue Jays lineup right now. So yeah, once again, another Saturday pay-per-view for AEW. And an awesome Halloween costume. I think we got to include that too. I almost wonder who they're going to let win in that match on Wednesday. Do they let Mercedes stop early, or do they make him? Well, that was quick. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Another base running error to end the inning. The Blue Jays are going to fucking tank this series if they don't get their base running up to shit. Like seriously. You got to damn well know that it's ball 4. But these umpires take forever to make the call. Okay, interesting little promo here coming up with with Mina and Tony. Sort of giving North Americans sort of a reason why these two would work together. As like, we've seen these two work together. Okay. So I like the fact that they are putting these promos out. Just for the fact there are a lot of people that don't know a lot of these people. Like, I've always believed that you should treat every show like you're having first time viewers in, and have those first time viewers have the ability to learn about what's going on. So Stats out doing commentary tonight. I see Schneider's having an aneurysm on the side. First time Nigel's had any communication with Statlander, probably. So, the CMLL title. Now, there is a possibility that the title could change tonight. Just for the fact that she's gotten the record. Like, Mercedes has the record of the undisputed titles. But it almost feels like Persephone is going to be the eventual person to do it, just because Persephone is so like. If you haven't had a chance, I do believe it was 2 weeks ago. They had a rematch in Mexico City, and it was absolute humdinger. Then the following week, they had the basically an elimination tournament involving all the. I think it was like Team CMLL versus Team World, including Stardom wrestlers and AEW. I do believe it was the Triangle of Madness and yeah, it was the three of them plus two ladies from from Stardom. And Persephone ended up winning that match after an hour. So, if people ever wanted proof about why you need to go to the gym as an aspiring wrestler, Mercedes is exactly showing you why you do it, so that way you can get extra spots. So she wants the tag titles and the singles titles. I don't know if we're going to get to 14 with her. Honestly, I hope not with the tag titles. Oh, the Lions won it on the last second field goal. Good on them. Want Eddie Cakes to be a belt boy? That would be amazing. That would be amazing on so many different levels. For the fact that, like, how many did Eddie have at one time? Was it 3? No, because they only had, yeah, no, it was 3. Was the never open weight? It was the ROH World title, and it was also the Continental that he had. Or it was the strong open weight. Sorry, that's the one that he got injured with. The Continental title he lost to Omega. The strong title he lost to Gabe Kidd in the match that he got injured. But it would just be like, I don't mind stuff like that. Just keep things interesting a little bit here. Like I haven't watched enough Olympia to actually know what the overall moveset is. You got to know that it's about power. And speaking of power, please Barger catch that ball. You know when a guy goes for a swing and you look at him and he's like, that looks like it might be gone. What DC character is Monet doing? The only thing I can think of? Who's the what the hell was her name? Aquaman's wife. Complete badass. There's her own way. That's the first words I had out of my mouth, and I didn't want to bring that name up because I know what the virtual, yeah, but her role in the Aquaman movie, and whoever they got to do it in the second one, Bed Dookie. Oh my! I just know there's a lot of bad stuff. I didn't act, and I know there was a court case involved. I'll be honest, I never really dug into it at the time, so I don't really know the whole story behind it, but Nice little Meteora. Yeah, the fact she's got everything like TMZ drama, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, when it comes to TMZ drama, basically for me, like, that's the best way to sum it up. Lord knows I deal in wrestling, so we get enough drama all the time. So I literally do not want this game to finish on what the hell are they doing? WWE just did a Vince Russo style booking mistake. Do tell, pray tell. I do say that you should be careful about those because they're I always wait to see how things play out because instantaneously if something just turns to crap, it might turn out rather golden by the end of it. But I didn't see anything crazy popping up over my the last time is now tournament. Is that what you're referring to, Nats? Even though everybody knows pretty much who the final opponent's going to be to face John Cena, yeah, no, it won't be random. We know exactly where we're going there. It would almost be like Ron Cena versus Gunther in the final kind of thing. And let's not throw it directly into a Vince Russo thing. Thought Cena was facing POTUS. I think he's coming out, I'll be honest. I think POTUS and even people who do not work here. When you talk about that, when they say even people don't work here, that could mean retired people like hell, they could put Undertaker in there, they could put Goldberg in there. They could have guys that don't show up there. By the way, yes, great shirt. Retro Hangover. If you guys aren't listening to the show, please do so. I wanted to wear something blue. We got the Jays, we got the Dodgers. I don't have any Jays stuff. Lord knows Fanatics cost way too much and it's all shipping. Tanahashi's already announced that he's done all his North America dates. He finished that up when well, that was weird. Not that I mind. She skinned the cat into a Bronco Buster in the middle of the rope. Expanded women's field. So they might actually do like a 14-woman blood and guts. Yeah, go Jays. Yeah, absolutely. Olympia does look great. Like they were mentioning it during the or the opening montage that she is a professional bodybuilder. And that's the one thing that always scares me. You say you're a professional bodybuilder, does your WWE going to vac her a sniper? Honestly, there are so many wrestlers that could be Vecker sniped out of CMLL, but I think those contracts are a little more secure now compared to before. There we go. There we go. Bichette and Barger back to back, getting on base. So they are first and second, nobody out, which means absolutely fucking nothing after last night. Sorry, I'm still a little bitter about that ninth inning. My God, Little League players play it better than what they did. Oh, and for the record, I do believe the matting at Rogers Center is the bottom inch and a half is probably going to be going away. Olympia with camera make a lot of sense then? Maybe. I wouldn't mind it. By the way, did you guys get to see the commercial with the Orange Cassidy, Harley Cameron Orange Cassidy cosplay? They were absolutely killing it with those office commercials, by the way. She's trying for the statement maker, ya yuts. A little awkward, and Aubrey's not even seeing some of these pins. Oh my goodness. Picked up Mercedes like a sack of potatoes. See, it's always good to do things in threes. Mercedes dragging herself to the outside. Good thing they're giving it some time here. We got, 6 matches tonight? 2 of them I expect to be rather quick. Like the Bane and Shafir match with the tag match there. I expect that to go extremely quick. Oh, God. Olympia thrown into Stat. Now Stat's going to get all pissy. I love how Nigel says, "Oh, well, that was unintentional." Shivani doing everything in his power to say bullshit. Nice little hair mare into the ring. Oh no, right into it. Into the bank statement. Damn. It's a great match, absolutely. I'll never get over that thing on Statlander's face when she comes out. Like, it almost feels like there should be a monocle attached to it or something. Oh, we go, Rudy! All right, so just to hit. Looks like she's an extra in Dune. Maybe she's trying to get a part in the movie. All right, so they're going over the tag title match on Wednesday. I like these highlight packages. I understand that a lot of people don't like. It's more the opposite. Like, people don't watch Collision; they watch Dynamite instead of the other way around. I'd like to see them do both for these. Jays, please score. Well, it is Jimenez, so there's a thing about both these ways. So I'll wait to see it until my score bug's over here, so I don't really have to worry about it a whole lot. So it'll tell you before it tells me. I am surprised that Marina's not suspended for a while here. My score bug is 2 pitches ahead. Yeah, you're watching it online too, right, Nats? If you watch the TV broadcast, it's about even. So, because I'm watching Collision on my TV, and I'm watching on my the Sportsnet webpage. Their feed off there, so it's the same thing. Because I know you got to watch through the States, right? I'm getting the Sportsnet international version of the setup here. So, yeah, online is about 2 pitches ahead on average. And the compared to the live feed, so. Nervous bones, nervous bones. But you just got to imagine who's going to step up. Who's going to step up? And it's going to be one person that's going to do it. By the way, quick little bit here for anybody that is a fighting game fan. Just a quick little tidbit while we're in a bit of a lull. And speaking of lulls, there's a fucking strikeout to end the inning. God damn it. Ah! Pardon my French, but for those that are fighting game fans and you do play on Steam, there is a very decent fighting game, Fighting EX Layer. It's one of Akira's games. They're having like a 30th anniversary sale on them. Fighting EX Layer is only 99 cents on Steam right now. So if you're a fighting game fan, you like a little bit of Mugen stuff. In other words, a little bit of everything. It's $1. I'd highly recommend checking it out. I do believe Skullomania is on that one. If I do remember so, yeah. But yeah, they just announced it on X today that they have it on sale on Steam for 99 cents. So 99 cents American, so it should be around $20 Canadian. So I would highly recommend take a look at least, see if you're interested. They have demo pictures, of course, and whatnot. So, but for $1, you can't really go wrong. But yeah, it's funny. The Blue Jays are grinding away, but they're falling into the same habits that they did throughout the season, really, and that's runners in scoring position. Everybody will let you get to third if you're never going to score. $1 million tag match? So the Bucks really haven't said yes to this yet. That's how they book a random $1 million match on the card. Oh shit, here we go. Well, they did their promo last week. They're making their debut, or no, they did it on Wednesday. They're doing their debut tonight. The newest tag team in the AEW women's division. Nixon Newell, Miranda Alize. Alizé, sorry. So who are they taking on tonight? Oh, they got to be taking on Shafir and Bane. Oh, fuck. Good luck. Good fucking luck. That's all I can say about this. Zodiac, on your behalf, and in tribute to Penelope Ford. Oh, she's coming out. Well, I guess she is still at the taping, right? She might be injured, but she could still show up and swing a hammer for a couple minutes. Okay, the hydrate. Got to get the hydrate in again. I'm not thirsty. You're thirsty. That look on Moxley's face is amazing. I don't mind if they. I'll be honest. I'm not thirsty, but I'm not feeling bad that they can't figure where the hard cam is. We don't get to hear a lot of Marina's music. Like her record's literally 1-0. Just because people can't stand how she wrestles in many ways. Just because she's not that conventional type of wrestler. And Shafir's just walking out like, yeah, no, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'll fuck you up twice. I'll fuck you up, fuck you up, fuck you up, fuck you up. That look on Moxley's face on Wednesday was absolutely priceless. If you guys got a chance to see that. Oh, Lucas, thank you for saving that pitch. God damn, that was close. She almost has the charisma of Andrade. I almost wonder, should I do that or should I do this? And it's weird because this is actually a heel-heel match. But I think one team's definitely not going to get booed here. Gotta feel they might pay. I like Moxley. He's like, yeah, no, this is just early. They're about to get fucked up. Did Newell fuck herself up there? Okay, that was awkward. A little stompy stomp on top of that. All right, so the good sign is the Blue Jays aren't giving anything up at all right now. Like, why are you putzing around? Yeah, they're dead. Megan's pissed. This is done. I love Mox. Like Mox and Danielson on commentary, they're mortal enemies, but fuck are they both good on commentary. For different reasons. The Defy Women's World Champion on top of it. Like I guess there's no formal deal between Defy and AEW. But I'm all for if these wrestlers have titles in other promotions. I've always been all for having them here. This chick's unconscious. This Newell team did not look good tonight. No, they haven't. Not at all. What the hell's going on here? Shohei's running late again. Oh, here we go. Blood and guts announcement, folks. Holy crap. They're going to have like 12 people in this thing. So yeah, a little bit of controversy here with this DH rule. Like, 12. They're going 6-on-6 for the women. Triangle Madness. Bain, Shafir, and Monet. Monet's actually going to be in the match. I love it. Holy shit, they got a line up here. So we got Amanada, Hayter, and Cameron. Storm, Nightingale, and Statlander. Jesus. That is absolutely insane. That's going to be a lot of fun. To say the least, that is going to be a lot of fun. So Roosh couldn't make it up to the show tonight that features a whole bunch of Lucha Libre wrestlers. Come on, man. And it's glad to see Monet's got some color in Mortos now. He's no longer always red. He's now purple. I don't want to know where that came from. Let's just, I'll throw that right there for you. His legal team. I love this conglomeration video because nobody actually. I don't think anybody would actually believe this would ever happen, but you know instantly when you see it, you think of AEW, right? Alex is back. And Kyle's like, go get him, buddy. Go get him. I wonder if Roddy realizes that a conglomeration doesn't necessarily need to have a lot of conglomerating involved. Oh, and Springer's over to third. Over to third, one out. Now we got a shot. So the men get 10 people, the women get 12. I appreciate that. The fuck? My app just lit up like a Christmas tree, folks. We're in for something good, it looks like. Okay, let's... I like the little figures there. I'd like to see, like I've been mentioning this earlier, I would like to see a little ROH blurb for Honor Club whenever you have your ROH champions out here. You do enough read ads. No fucking way. No way. Let's go. 3-run shot, Boba Shit. Welcome back. Don't worry about your knee now, because you can trot around those bases. Let's go. 3-0 early. Oh, a deep center field. Let's go. It's a shame to the Americans that you don't get a chance to watch the Blue Jays more on your TVs unless you got VPN and such. My God, I want Jalistico and Commander. Just give me more of that. Give me a lot more of that. Well, Otani's done. They're in the American League, though. They're in the American League East, which is amazing that they don't get to be seen more dealing with the Yankees and the Red Sox as much TV time as they get. What we got now? Briscoe Mortos. This will be fun. I love how Guevara is just sitting there putting over his team on commentary instead of actually sitting in the frickin' corner. What the hell are they waiting for? Oh, warm up. They're just not even going to commercial break. Ah, God bless home plate cam. I will say I do like the extra exposure that Mortos has been getting. I don't care if it's because of Monet. I don't think it should be because of Monet. He's doing a fantastic job in every match he's been in. Jay Quick, I hate to break it to you. They already announced it. It's the first ever 12 women Blood and Guts. Sisters of Sin, Megan Bain, Marina Shafir, and Mercedes Monet versus Harley, Jamie Hayter, Queen Aminata, Tony Storm, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale. Mortos McCool. They just announced it prior to this match. They actually did the match. The match order always goes different on Collision compared to Dynamite. So Mercedes defended her title against Olympia. It's pretty much everybody I expected. I'm a little surprised that I'm not that Monet is involved. Monet and Statlander, I'm actually a little surprised that they're involved just because of the title ramifications coming up in just 10 days following. Well, yeah, having first time it's going to be 12 women, so they are giving them a first, not just having a first ever women's match. Think they're there for the build up? Yeah, like I also think Statlander's there for that extra built up tension between her and Willow, and they're finally going to figure that out somehow. Oh, good, Bargy. You got back to your base. I'm impressed. But yeah, it makes sense that they're there for the build up and everything that's going on because we got a lot of, like we said, there is 10 minutes or 10 days between Blood and Guts and Full Gears. So I think they're not going to announce a ton of matches until after Blood and Guts. Like right now, we've got, what is it, 3.5 matches announced? And I say 0.5 because the Bucks haven't officially accepted the match with them and Josh versus Omega and Jurassic Express. More than likely it is going to be official, but yeah, we got the women's championship with Statlander Monet. We got the men's championship with Joe versus Page 2. And we got the tag title match with FTR versus Brodito. So, be interesting to see how things go here with that. Varsho strikes out to end the third, but last night all the scoring was in the third inning. So, if that holds up, well, I really got a feeling it's not. There's more to this. But it makes you think. It makes you think. But Bo Bichette hitting that home run, if that could be the one that settles it for the World Series, well, he's put into lore, that's for sure. And the fact that he stared down Otani there for the baseball card once they do that up for it. So yeah, you guys got picture. I didn't. I'm next week once we get back to non-baseball there. The only reason I didn't flip it the other way around tonight is I know that baseball is going to run longer than Collision tonight, so I don't want to hold up on it here. So, but I love how once again, like I said, I just would like to see, and I'm almost guaranteed that this is the kind of match we would see on Ring of Honor, and this is why I want to see an ad for Ring of Honor. My God, Roderick is just going freaking nuts here. See, if you didn't want to call it an angle slam, you just call it a high angle slam, and it's feels like the same damn thing, right? I still think Mortos with a headbutt should be illegal. Because that is not a soft mask. I'm sure it's rubber, but at the same time, As we head into our first break of the night. Interesting, I haven't seen Frosty Tools do much yet. Oh, just off the top. It only gets hard when money's involved. I'll give you that. Varsha almost had that freaking ball, too. Almost pulled the Devon White. He was about if he would have been about 6 inches taller. At least it stayed in the ballpark, so it's only a double at this point. Well, he ain't a chicken. Briscoe, the former ROH World Champion. Like, he looks like he's firmly staying, like, and actually, if you look at this here, we got 2 former Ring of Honor World Champions in one team, and the other one was a former ROH TV champion. Looks like the Dodgers have decided to play again. It's funny how desperation can get you there, right? Yeah, that should be it. Briscoe with a J driller. That's all you need. Love how Strong still doesn't want to get his hand raised by anybody else. But yeah, the conglomeration sort of, and Darby taking on the Death Riders, that's going to be a lot of fun too. So it looks like they might be using the relievers just to get out of innings. And you might actually use the starters to start off innings. It makes sense for the Blue Jays. Now they're showing the 4-way main event, highlight from the 4-way main event. You know that things were timed a little weird if they're having to do these promos every time? I don't mind them, don't get me wrong. Death Riders feel like they should win. Honestly, that moment that I was mentioning about Moxley getting kicked out of the Death Riders, I honestly feel that there might be a possibility that this is the moment where it happens. Because it's submission or surrender, right? If Moxley's the one that taps out in blood and guts, and everybody else doesn't, can't stand it, there is a possibility that they could kick him out right in the cage there, and just that's where he gets his time off. Like they literally wipe him apart in that cage, and he turns into that ever-loving babyface. So Hook fell. That's something that Taz would say. Like Hook literally just said, "Look, I was caught. I wasn't getting out. I'm tapping out." I would have loved for him to say, Well, you know Bobby was trying to get in there and break it up, right? To which Hook can be like, all I saw was my fucking lights going out. Which could have added or subtracted to the situation there. Such a big point here. Such a big point in the game. Sorry, flip it over to the Jays for a second. First and third, full count. Looks like we're going to be on full count for a while here. Scherzer giving it everything he's got. And Kirk just could not hang on to the ball. Tick ball into the glove, and Kirk just couldn't snap it. Is that going to cost him here? Can tell by my ticker, yes, it will. Damn it. No, realistically, unless you're going to have something crazy go on in the women's, you probably will have the faces win. On the men's, Death Riders winning wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I think you could justify saying it for either side. Is Schneider moving or is Schneider staying? Is he keeping? He's keeping Scherzer in there against Hernandez. Oh, God. All right. You know what? We'll take the out for the sack fly. I can live with that. 3-1. We need outs. But yeah, diving catch, that's what you need. At least you're going to keep the runners held up at first and second. So they're down to a two-run lead. You knew 3 runs might not be enough to do it here, but yeah, for folks just tuning in here, we are actually watching both the Game 7 World Series as well as AEW Collisions. So, what the hell is Mason wearing? Did Mason steal Taya's outfit? Dives in the World Series terrify me. I don't mind as long as you're not diving straight into a wall. I see that Arcady's already getting upset about what it looks like there. I swear Mason just stole everything out of Taya's closet. I really do hope that this is a quick match. It realistically isn't going to be it. I don't think it will be. There we go, Vladdy. Atta boy. Line drive catch. Save that inning. Oh, the Flames could use that guy as a goalie right now. Vladdy Guerrero with a diving save. All right, what do we got? What do we have here for the casting call tonight? So everybody just dressed up as everybody else? Glad he just caused an earthquake. Probably yelled that much. Yeah, this is good to have on our TV. Always good to hear about Guns Up. All right, trios match. Good to see Ace Austin get some time on TV. Like, I know a lot of people haven't had a chance to see him. He's only had what, a couple matches in AEW period since he got signed. It just speaks to the depth of the roster. Like, and honestly, once you get a chance to see him, you'll be hooked. He's a good kid, got a lot of good skills. I love the fact that Mansoor's decided to wear Johnny TV's gear. So it's like they're just trying to be them. And then it almost makes you wonder what Ty and Johnny were going to dress up as. So yeah, we only got what, 2 more matches left here tonight? We got the ROH World Title after this. A lot of trios matches tonight, a lot of tag matches. Like what? The only singles match we've had, the only 2 singles matches we're having are the title matches. Mookie almost booted that. Mookie almost booted that. Oh my God. The extra little assist almost caused a little malfunction there. Maestro cover, very impressive. Such a personable guy too, this Ace Austin. Got a chance to meet him when he was up here in Edmonton a while back. Nice suplex. So yeah, Full Gear, we definitely will be here for it. The only caveat I have for it, I hope to be there regular time, like at 7 Eastern for the pre-show, for the tailgate party. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to book the day of the show off. I got the day after the show off, so there might be a possibility I might be running a little bit late that day, so. But I'll get up as soon as I can here, and hell, we might even, I normally don't eat pizza on live on camera, but you might see me do it today or next Saturday or 2 weeks from Saturday, but we'll see how things go here. Oh, Mansoor. Poor Mansoor. Down like a sack of potatoes. What a kick. Shivani. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hit by pitch. Bench is clear. Everybody going ape shit right now. Bullpen's clearing. This is playoff baseball. Well, there goes the wig. I love that Shivani doesn't know the move. Well, you can get suspended next year, right? Like for the opening game. But I don't think that really matters. Somebody can get kicked out. Like, don't get me wrong, but you got to admit, it's a little bit nuts. You got to admit, it's a little bit nuts here when you have blue and white teams both ways. I guess it's blue and gray. And the umpires are like, just get out of here. We don't want to kick anybody out. This is Game 7 of the World Series. Tensions are high. You know the fans would jump in there and just beat the living crap out of the Dodgers now if they had the chance. Like, I think that's like the fifth or sixth time that players have been hit on the hands from the Dodgers. Like, Kirk got it last night. Springer, of course, getting pegged earlier. Robeski opening his fucking mouth. Oh, they're showing the replay of it right now. And realistically, if this was the middle of the season, I think the pitcher's gone. It's not going to happen here because, well, let's face it, who would? Punk won the strap? That doesn't surprise me either. So, yeah, they just gave warnings to both teams. So, you know it was getting interesting, and you got in the head of the Dodgers. Sorry, just throwing this out here right now about this. You know you're in the head of the Dodgers when Ohtani started pulling his delay shit on everybody. But you know everybody loves the intensity of this stuff, and I absolutely love this right now. But yeah, we are having Springer win a bomb would just pretty much sum it up perfectly here. For me, that would be just the way to end. Or you know what? Get Springer on board and let Vladdy hit a bomb. Just to say we ain't taking that. Period. Oh my God, Q shot up. You want to talk about irony? So he hit him, and Robeski hit Jimenez, caused that whole brawl. So Springer decides to nail Robeski with the pitch. George hit him, so it's like, oh, here's your receipt. Right in the shins. So Hangman's getting involved with Kingston and Hook next week. So is that the only match that they're advertising from Wednesday so far? Doesn't scream LA, the pitching coach of the map. Well, here's the thing. They're going to try and kill the momentum of this whole situation right now. Even if he isn't... this is the point where you're doing everything to slow the game down. So if you might be hurt, you take a little bit extra time, let the trainer take a look at you. Like, LA's doing everything they can to just kill this crowd, and it ain't happening. Oh, here we go. They're showing the first match between these two in Arena Mexico. I love this. Like, video from partner promotions. They need to do more of this on Dynamite, too. Like the stuff that they do on Collision as well as stuff outside, just to give everybody an idea of what's happening. But, oh, by the way, I didn't give you guys, they're giving them 30 minutes for this. They're giving them 30 minutes for this match, folks. When's the last time they gave a TV title match 30 minutes? I'm so glad Abrahentes was available to switch gear as quick as he could here. I have a very quick rundown here. Wednesday we'll be here for Dynamite. What we're doing after, it's still TBA. I got to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing at that point. But tomorrow night, key time we're looking at is around 9 o'clock Eastern. Might even start a little bit later, maybe 10 Eastern. We're going to be getting into MLB Sluggers. I've already gone through it and checked it. And everything's good to go. We're going to be running our Xbox here. And when NFL Blitz meets baseball, that's what we're going to be checking out here. So make sure you check us out over here on the old Twitch box. If I come in extra on Monday and Tuesday, I will let you guys know on socials. But the plan is to go Sunday, Wednesday at this point. So Bandito. Oh, it's for those that aren't familiar. And I'm just learning about this a little bit more myself. It's the Day of the Dead on the 1st and the 2nd for, I believe it's a Mexican tradition. So that's basically why you got the skeleton face paint or the paint on the chest of Bandito at this point. Yeah, they're getting rid of him. I said they're doing everything to slow this game down. Do yourself a favor, Nats. If you buy a computer, if you open up Dia de los Muertos, see, we can multilingualize here. Do yourself a favor and just open up Google. I do believe they have it literally, like the little symbol for Google in the corner has like 4 ghosts, and the word Google. Just click on that. It'll actually give you all the details of Dia de los Muertos. So it's Ring of Honor rules here. So remember, there is a 20 count for the count out. Code of honor must be followed. Didn't know Google was Mexican. Look, Google's been doing a lot of things. Like, I didn't know this. Yesterday, if you opened up Google and clicked on the little Google logo, they actually programmed a little Pac-Man game into Google. Like the Google search screen. Bandito looks ready for this match. This one, it was so good the first time in Mexico. They just wanted to run it back here on North American TV. And this is absolutely the best day to do it. And the fact that Brandon Martinez gets the match, we know why. Because, well, Brandon Martinez, the referee for this match, he actually was, he was hired originally because they were bringing a lot of Lucha Libre stars in to cover all the matches. So they wanted a referee that could fluently talk to them. Because if he's just talking to somebody just generically, ooh, Vladdy, don't let that thing go right down the middle. So yeah, you're going to get a real feeling out pace. They get a full 25 minutes for this match. I got a feeling this one's not going to get that half in. Toby Von Doom, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Players Pit. Enjoy the food, enjoy the company. Watch out for the punch. I think it's been spiked. But yeah, we were checking out both the Blue Jays and the and Collision tonight. We're here for every Collision, Dynamite, and pay-per-view AEW provides. Toby! Oh yeah, there we go. We got just checking out some of the new stuff. I actually added Frosty Tools to the that's where the pin comment comes from. I've added Frosty Tools to it, so I want to see what happens when everything shows up, because now I got like 3 different things introducing what happened here, so just getting a quick follow in there, just, you know. Once again, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. It's November 1st. It's what? The 3rd official National Cheap Chocolate Day would be. I don't know if it's recognized as much as Valentine's Day is, or February 15th in that matter. Have you guys seen a lot of chocolate on sale today for 50% off? Because the Halloween, it's usually what they do with the Halloween. Oh, God. I'm sorry, every time I see that spot, I think of Ospreay and Ricochet from their match in 2017, where they had that big choreographed spot that everybody knew about. Mike's thinking of the Queen Amidala. Nah, I wouldn't go that far. Bandito went for Flight, and Dorada just said, nope, I ain't dealing with that. Oh, goody, we got a Swiffer commercial. Oh, there we go. Now we're regular commercials here. No, it's been a very interesting night for Dynamite so far. Like, a lot of announcements. The Women's Blood and Guts match being announced. That $1 million match. Like, if you're going to go into the cheese, we might as well go into the high cheese here with all these money matches that everybody's pissed off about. Might as well just... I like when Tony Khan sees that people are upset about something. He'll just literally milk it for all it's worth, to the point where it's thoroughly annoying. And then we got a chance to see Megan Bain and Marina Shafir together. And yeah, I'm with Zodiac on the comment about the match there. Like, Miranda Alizé and Nixon Newell for their first match as a team in AEW. I haven't seen Alizé do a lot of work in AEW. Maybe some extra work I haven't noticed. Of course, Nixon Newell we've seen as Tegan Knox in WWE. She's a lot better than what she showed tonight. That was an awful. Like you could tell. Like this is a tape show, folks. We already know that. Like I don't need to hide that from you guys. But some of those parts look legitimately awful. Like it was rough. So I don't know if it's first match jitters. I don't know if it's I I don't know if that's just the way it's going to be, and that you're not going to see those two again because they did start something with Aminata and Hader. So like I would absolutely love to see. I'd love to see Nixon Newell taking on Jamie Hayter because those battles in Britain were pretty epic before they got a chance to both move over here. So, but yeah, I don't want to focus on too much on the bad here because there's been a lot of good tonight, a lot of multi-person matches, a lot of everything everywhere. Oh boy, Rojas gets on base. Sorry, focused over on the game for a second. Oh, here comes Schneider. Scherzer put in a hell of an effort. Let's just say that right now. Scherzer's given him everything he can. And he's done a hell of a job tonight. Got through the lineup twice. Had a few sticky spots, but really got one. Only gave up one run in all the time that he's done tonight. He is responsible for the guy on first, but I'm more worried about the guy at the plate right now. And bringing up Varland, who's had some relatively good success. This could be a mixed bag right now because Ohtani has seen a lot of what's going on. And let's face it, he gave up that 3-run home run. Karma for all the BS that he was pulling at the start of the game would be that he strikes out here. But also, Shohei's a bit under retribution. Not that horrible tandem in WWE. But, oh my God, that shoulder's just fine now. These guys are going absolutely back and forth. Oh my God. Nice little wheelbarrow there. Alley oop, I believe is what they used to call it with the Big Show. A little bit of respite. You ain't getting much respite here. Oh shit. Bandito literally just, he spiked himself on the edge of the, oh my God. He literally lawn darted his head right into the side of the announce table. Like I'm bringing up memories of Drew McIntyre doing the bro kick into the announce table and breaking the table and maybe breaking his some people thought his ankle or his leg were gone. Oh, Jesus. These guys aren't holding back at all here. Of course, Bandito's going to favor the left shoulder. Covered by proxy. They just fell on the guy? What? Oh, dang it. Oh, this is going to be nuts. Splash Mountain Bomb from the top. Jesus. What a DDT by Dorado there. Just a 2 count, though. This is nuts. Otani gets a base hit. Little squibbler through the side. He legit, I don't know if he's looked this nervous in his career that he does right now. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that literally we have. You're going to get another AB with Shohei later. Oh. That was a generous strike. I love that Shivani's at least mentioning something about Ring of Honor finally. I know it's only one match, but I'd love to see the Ring of Honor crew get a chance to call this match on Collision. Riccaboni and Coleman. Oh, Jesus. Let's just do a pop-up cutter on the outside. Let's just literally a little pop-up RKO onto the outside and just treat you like a freaking pancake here. Just. But yeah, once again, everybody, if you're checking things out, whether you're watching AEW, whether you're watching MLB, hell, could have been watching WWE earlier and switched over here. I appreciate all of you. Whether you're lurking, whether you're chatting, whether you're just hanging out, trying to catch the breeze. No, we've had a lot of people pop in tonight, in and out. Trying to fill you in the best I can on both sides and give you some thoughts about what's going on overall here. If you guys have different ideas of what you'd like to see here, feel free to send the messages my way. Don't have to do it publicly if you don't want to, in case you're a little nervous about it. Which I know some people are these days. There's no such thing as a bad idea, just an idea that needs to be used in a different situation. As we, Varlin, be very careful, please. Be very, very careful. All right, Freeman flies out. There we go. So the base is still stuck with, 2 men left on. Scherzer getting a hell of a... Scherzer looks like he's ready to murder someone. Don't let anybody get hit by a pitch next half inning here, or Scherzer might literally commit murder. He may literally go out there and... What's that phrase? Shank a guy? I would not put it past him to have like a 6-inch blade hidden somewhere on him. They're just gonna go out there and rip somebody's neck in half. But yeah, I got a commercial break on my main screen too, so unfortunately I don't get to see any of the picture-in-picture stuff. For those that are popping in here, I am watching this on the USA and Canada channel here in old Canada land. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't get the privilege of seeing what happens during the commercial breaks here because apparently TSN has figured out the picture-in-picture, but this USA network hasn't. So, and trying to talk to anybody about it is absolutely, useless. These guys are picking it up here pretty good here. You can tell, too, people that just really enjoy hanging out with everybody. Oh, over the top. Nice head scissors takeover. Like, how could you connect with that? Oh, easily. I have to think in some ways it might be easier for luchadors to wrestle in America and Canada versus working in Mexico. Because the style that the luchadors do in, like, geez, you just saw a shooting star out of nowhere here on the outside. The style that these guys work in Mexico is almost sort of the expected style. It's almost like that's what you're supposed to be doing. But as you're setting things up there, oh, sorry. But when you're in North America, these spots like this, you do one or two of these spots together, and you get a chance to just, you get a breather, you get a bit of relax. The crowd really appreciates it. And a crucifix bomb out of nowhere. He was trying to keep his hand away from the bottom rope. That's what he was trying to do. Come on, guys. Nigel, you've wrestled long enough. You know what's going on. Well, at least you don't have to worry about the body paint on Bandito at this point. Jesus! Running knee, running knee. For just having eye holes, like, Bandito can emote so well about what he's doing. Oh, here we go. Block of the knee. Always got to love a back and forth spot when you can get one. Oh, Bandito trying to go for that DDT, and Dorada said nope. God damn. Jesus, out of nowhere. And both guys just like boots at each other just to finish that off. Jesus. What a hell of a job by both these guys. For a match that went 25 minutes, they're definitely not holding anything back right now. I love how Shivani just called them kids. Oh, these kids will keep going. He literally just pulled him over for a cover. Ah. I'm glad that Nigel sort of cleaned that up a bit there. Just called it a sugar bag. And He's old enough to be the grandfather. That's fair. My God, Varlin looks like he's about ready to bite somebody too. Now, this kind of match is something you just can't beat, right? Like, if you're looking for literally, there is a tiny bit of story behind this. There's a bit of history behind these two, but overall, you're looking for a good wrestling match. AEW just can't be beat. Like right now, Mascara just gets, oh God. No, he let go. Sometimes you slip, and that's what ended up there. Beautiful up kick. What the hell does he have planned? Dorada's looking at this like, am I going to be able to get this? Oh my God. Hits it anyway. Reversal. Jesus. That was insane. The knee strike, and now he hits the 21 plex. Let's go. There you go. Beautiful finish. That was a piece of art right there. That was a complete piece of art watching these guys. Absolute great match. Like, if there's an opportunity for people who don't get a chance to watch it, I recommend people check it out later, because I know some people in here are watching. We'll say Bandito's finisher requires too much. Yeah, the 21 plex has always been a bit of a pain to do that. And that's sort of the story of pro wrestling when it comes to lucha. And I sort of call it the Mortal Kombat scenario. Like, for example, I can give you an example from Wednesday. Remember when Samoa Joe went up for the Muscle Buster against Hook, and Bobby Lashley ended up flipping back and forth across the ropes to hit the spear? It looked like Joe was holding him up for a lot longer than he should have in that case. And that's just the story of pro wrestling. It makes it look a little weird, but if you try not to overthink it a little bit too much, then it's about as good as you're going to expect, right? So no extra readout for what's going on Wednesday. So right now, this Wednesday is going to be 1 week until Blood and Guts. So we got some interesting setups to get done here, because let's face it, we can't have every match involving everybody in the Blood and Guts match, right? Like, I know we're going to get probably 2, if not 3 matches out of the Blood and Guts, but what I would think is you're probably going to get you'll probably get a couple more matches announced during Dynamite next week, and then maybe one more during Collision, and then right after Blood and Guts, I think the Collision after Blood and Guts is pretty much where they're going to set everything up. It's going to be interesting to see if I don't know if they're doing a double taping at the Blood and Guts show, or if it's just the one night, because remember they used to have the Royal Rampage the same week as the Blood and Guts, where there's like it was like a 30-man 2-ring battle royal, and the winner gets a shot at the title eventually. Like, I think it was like after the pay-per-view, the next person up to get a title shot. But yeah, like, that's going to wrap it up here for the Collision side of the show. I'm tempted to sit here and watch the Blue Jays game, but we got a lot of time left here. It's the top of the 6th. We're going to have a bit of time here, so I'm going to fire up the Xbox here. We're going to get into Week 19. It's just a single week this week, but it is a go-home week to the Survivor Series PLE here for our solo run, so I'll have the score ticker running as well. I'm going to have the Jays game still on. But, yeah, for those watching on YouTube, I am going to have to wrap it up on that side because we are recording for our Backbreaker Gaming YouTube channel. And as well, DMCA sort of blocks the stream as soon as I start some of the entrance music that comes on. So next time I will be live over here on the YouTube will be Wednesday with AEW Dynamite. So make sure you guys and girls and aliens and whichever people are getting that fancy frequency and just checking things out, make sure you stop by, say hello, and make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe, tell all your friends, and we'll see you here next time on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel. Take care, everybody.